So The Exorcist 2023 could feature a huge series, cameo, or legacy returns. Is that a word? The Crystal Lake Friday the 13th prequel series gets an update, some small Five Nights at Freddy's news, and Chucky Season 3. Let's talk about it, and let me explain. Now, on the Exorcist front, Linda Blair, who plays the iconic role of Reagan from the 1973 film or movie, could be making a return in the 2023 film, remake, reboot, or whatever, along with Ellen Bernstein's character, who plays her on-screen mother, Chris McNeil. I find this to be very cool since the last few years have been, or have seen a return in some of the most iconic horror symbols and characters and cast members or cast, like Laurie Strode, Sally Hardesty, Sidney Prescott, Gail Weathers, Dewey, Kirby, etc. So many returns and blasts from the past, and this one is very cool since The Exorcist holds a very huge place as a horror classic and in many horror fans, horror family, horror community hearts. And this one is just very cool. The movie had just recently wrapped filming and production, or finished production / filming, so I can't wait for the first trailer and pictures to be shared. Next on the list is the Crystal Lake prequel series, or Crystal Lake Friday the 13th prequel series. On Twitter, Tenarrative Do, who is one of the many working on the show and also produced a very cool documentary on Shudder called Black Noir, A History of Black Horror, and I can't recommend it enough, shared a photo of a meeting or a brainstorm a group of them had about the first season of Crystal Lake, the Friday the 13th prequel series, showing the TV series or show may get more than one season. I can only hope if it turns out to be good. The actress behind Alice Hardy from the Friday the 13th parts 1 and 2 even stopped it on the day of the meeting or the brainstorm, which is awesome. Although that makes me question if she's in this series maybe as a cameo, kind of like the Wes Craven kind of cameos, not like an official, like, you know, Alice Hardesty making returns, which obviously she doesn't look as she used to and wouldn't make sense unless they do some huge amount of, like, you know, de-aging and everything. Even though the actress looks perfectly fine today and everything, it just makes me kind of wonder if they would do de-aging or just have her be a separate character as like a cameo. I don't know. There's so many options and like different decisions and routes they could take. That would just be really cool to have the like iconic actress, you know, back in the franchise of the series. I feel that'd be cool. Also, as a little add-on, someone asked if the series would be based on in the 50s at summer camp with Mrs. Voorhees or with the modern or more present day Jason. And she just replied with her mouth zipped. So yeah, I mean, come on. I'd like to see Jason too, but I'm excited either way since this is the first official Friday the 13th media since Friday the 13th 2009. I think, unless you count the, like, you know, want to count the countless or, like, you know, tons of documentaries and video game or the video game. Also, forgot to say that the Friday the 13th prequel series Crystal Lake will likely start or premiere or come to screens in 2024. And also, The Exorcist is apparently supposed to be the new Exorcist 2023, supposedly the start of a brand new trilogy. It's cool. The Five Nights at Freddy's movies, like, you know, wrap soon, which is awesome. That first trailer pictures hype will start then, but for now, some YouTubers and other people got to visit the set and even took pictures with the FNAF OG Scott Cathon, which is really cool to see. Some even complimented the sets and the movie or what they, like, you know, what they could see, which is cool. Lastly, Chucky Season 3 is set to start filming very soon, in April to be specific, so I can't wait for that. The costume designer Catherine Ashton has been posting loads of the costume process for buying the costumes, designing the outfits, and even some videos of the department and her entire crew and team and her, which is really cool and which has just been very awesome and cool. I highly recommend giving her a follow on Instagram. Even look out for April when production and filming starts for that classic Dom Mancini and cast day 1 photo / picture. Chucky Season 2 got one, so I can't wait for that, or can't wait. So that's all I want to talk about in the video. What are your thoughts? Are you excited for the legacy characters and cast returning in The Exorcist 2023? Are you excited for the film / movie? What are your thoughts on the Crystal Lake Friday the 13th TV series or prequel TV series? And all of that news, and are you hyped for that? Do you think we can start seeing some Five Nights at Freddy's stuff or news or trailers or pictures soon or in a few months? Not sure if weeks is viable or if the coming weeks or weeks is viable. And lastly, I'm sure the answer is yes. Are you hyped and excited to finally start seeing some Chucky Season 3 news and updates and pictures and, like, you know, production photos, trailers, etc. Although the trailers might be a bit later. As per usual, all sources will be linked down below. Thanks for watching. Peace, my amigos, and Peace out.